4,
Hey
3,
guys,
2, 1.
2, 1.
Love Talk Radio. Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talent, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Paleo. In South Africa, Salbon. In Senegal, Nangadek. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
What's up, y'all? You are with Gathering of the Griots. I'm very, very, very excited today because, man, you know, you got what you're going to do in life. And I don't know where you get your messages about what you're going to do in life. But I know that I got the message to do this Soulful Chicago Book Fair, right? But then, when the pandemic came, it was like, what you doing? I rested in 2020, but for 2021, it was like, so you just not going to do the book fair because y'all locked up in the house? And I had to confront that because, I've been getting the downloads from the creator, right? But man, he was like, you better digitize this bad boy. And it wasn't Zoom. I knew it wasn't that. We're going to have a meeting. We're going to do the book fair on Zoom. No, we're not doing that with the little boxes. No, we're not doing that. So I had to create something to be the book fair in a time where the physical universe was like, you can't have it. But I was like, I beg to differ. I'm a child of God, baby. And so that's where, I reached out to my brother. My brother reached out to his friend. And next thing you know, we was doing the book fair, Metaverse style. And so I really feel strongly about the authors that reached out and did the book fair because in the Metaverse, because it was new to all of us. It was something that was like, it had never been done before, right? So I tell the authors that are in our niche, our little group, I'm like, you're the first Black writers to sell their books through the Metaverse. And so I keep saying it, Metaverse, 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 Metaverse. Let's just take a teeny look-see at what that is, because if you don't know, you don't know, right? So just to give you a little sample of what it is, So here you see, this is the first Black literary virtual platform built to promote Black authors, increase the literary marketplace for Black writers, and boast a global Black book loving attendee engagement. Mm, 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 mm. So it's not another video conferencing tool or video chat. It gives the Soulful Chicago Book Fair a virtual world of its own, a place to build community, socialize, connect, learn, and sell. It's designed to accommodate seekers of Black literature, build a rich social and immersive world for global Black literary audiences, and host engaging interactions of any size. Now, because we got auditorium, see the auditorium, any size, right? And then we just want to have fun in an interactive space where we could do all kind of literary activities. So, what? Ooh, baby, baby, that is the world that I was able to create in a new unit of time. And the thing about it is, when we first did the book fair, it was done in 2022. It actually came out in February 22. And then I was able to, instead of doing the book fair for one day, I was able to do it for 6 months. And so people were able to come in the metaverse. It is how we got international authors in our social platform, how we, and in our Soulful Chicago Book Fair world is how we did it. Taquana Maru from Japan. We got authors in from Canada. I mean, it was just very powerful. So when the metaverse had to end in July of 2022, right? We was like, how dry I am. No, for real. It went away. And, so those of us that got used to the metaverse and being in the metaverse had to just, it was over. But guess what, though? It was so powerful. It was so engaging. The people who actually own the platform, and they are the bomb. I'm going to put them right below there, verbella.com. Y'all see that going at the bottom? I had some friends that went into their world because the general metaverse was up, right? Just how Soulful Chicago Book Fair one had to take a little vacation. But because we made such an impact and had such good programming in the metaverse, I'm talking about poetry readings, I'm talking about book discussions, having our people coming into the metaverse to interact about literary growth. Ooh, my friends were in the metaverse, right? So they had names, little African names. And so they, the people said, "Are you Asada's friend?" And so they were like, "Yeah." And come to find out, they wanted me to come back. So we are in the metaverse right now. We could be there right now on the show, but I said I don't want to. It can be when you open up too much on the computer. I didn't want it to be glitchy for you guys, but you'll get a sense of the movement of the metaverse as we go forward. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, are you in for a treat today, because we're going to be meeting the authors that have been in the metaverse and get sort of a sense of that. And I'll give you a little bit more about it. I'll show you some things. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you a commercial really quick, because it didn't show in the beginning. So I wanted to show now. So hold on tight. We gonna make that go right. That's what I'm talking about. Make it go right. And I would want to just say thank you so much to Naima Latif, who is the one who created the Female Solution and given me the opportunity to be here to service you guys and give you this Black literary excellence. So let's just take a look at what she has to say to us so we can get this game rolling.
Hi, I'm Naima Latif, and if you're watching this, that means you're one of the 4.6 billion people from around the world who are using an electronic device to talk to people. In these times, people are using the internet to talk to everybody: friends, neighbors, family members, co workers. People are on their cell phones and computers all day long. Now, if you're in business, that is great news. That means you can sell your products and services all day long and never have to leave your home.
All you need is a media connection, somebody to connect you to an audience. And that's why I'm talking to you today. We produce programs, and our audience members are people who shop. They buy clothes, food, beauty supplies, cleaning supplies, home repair, transportation services, childcare services. Whatever you're selling, they need to buy it. We're your media connection. Just follow this link, and tomorrow you can sit back and relax at home while your business is making you money.
All right, y'all. All right. Look, we don't need to see all them people there. But anyway, I want to say, again, thank you to Naima because she makes this possible for us to do. But before we get into the show, you already know that I like to give tribute to the elders and ask their permission to do anything we do with Soulful Chicago Book Fair. So I definitely going to do our Soulful Chicago Book Fair ancestors video because they deserve it and we want their blessing.
And Anase went back to the village with the golden box. He set the golden box and gathered the children as you are gathered now. He opened that box and stories just rushed out of the box.
This is why we are here, because of these people right here. Give it up for the young people today, baby. Give it up better than that, adults. Tell us, adults.
Hi, I'm Lauren Cress Love. I'm the sister of the late Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, author of the ISIS Papers and the Cress Theory on Color Confrontation. We're Chicago natives, and to honor her legacy, I'll have her books at the Soulful Chicago Book Fair, Saturday, July 16th, 2016. Be there.
Black Fairy is in this book. Young John Henry, everyone's familiar with the young John Henry, and Deadwood Dick, who's a black cowboy. So these are three plays that are in this book, which has been used by a lot of groups, universities that have produced plays for children.
Hey, Black Child by Cindy Perkins. Hey, Black Child, do you know who you are?
Hi, I'm Joyce Clark. I'm 92 years old, and I have written books for Black girls so that they know how important they are and they learn the mystery to their history. I'm going to be at the Soulful Chicago Book Fair, and I want to see you there.
Saturday, August 3rd, 2019.
Right.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So yes, thank you, Amadilo Kuzan, for making that tribute. We can actually add to that list. I heard that my man Bennett Johnson made his transition. If that's true, mwah, we love you. Man, I'm so honored to have so many elders believe in me. First of all, to even be a part of the book fair, humbling. And just happy that I'm gonna tell you, like, some of the things they would say. Usini Perkins said to me when he looked at us doing our presentation at the library downtown Chicago here, that was at the Harold Washington Library. They asked us to recreate the book fair inside of the library, and not only be displayed. I mean, these boards you see behind me, the library made those of our members. That's why membership in our Soulful Chicago Book Fair family is so important, because when people come and ask me things, I use our members to go ahead and give that service. I just had somebody who has a store say, we want to carry your books. All right, they're going to carry the books of our members. But going back to what Usini Perkins said, he was like, I've never seen this before, where the library gave credence to Black writers that are local. Like, they embraced them, because they not only did the presentations and had our books in glass cases, and they actually had us do programming every weekend. And so we were able to do themed presentations. One weekend was on family, and it wasn't in one library either. They had me in libraries all over the city. So it was just amazing that happened. But I'm happy that I was able to take the tradition of Black literary arts and continue something big with it. That's the main thing. You saw in the video, Usini Perkins, who was a playwright, had the little sister doing that poem, Hey Black Child, which a lot of people have done in schools, right? They do the Hey Black Child, but people thought it was written by Maya Angelou, and they thought it was written by County Cullen, but it wasn't. It was written by Usini Perkins. And so, yay, I'm so glad that we got to do it first before anybody, and make those connections, and to make Black literary arts relevant, okay? So I just want to share, before we get our first guest coming on, I want to share a little bit about what the metaverse energy is, right? And what some people want to become sponsors to the metaverse, right? And so my thing is, okay, let me set up this package for you so you can see what's up. So y'all see this Soulful Chicago Book Fair metaverse style, right? And with that, we're talking about, and I want to make sure I know how to advance it for you, because I'll be getting on here and I'll be like, how I go to the next thing. Cool. So we have a little timeline, right? And you could just kind of see the inception of the book fair, 2015, what that was about. And then you can look at the different things we did. The book fair, this only goes to 2019, but I got to update this to 2024. But basically, let me read the solution a little bit. So we announced the metaverse for a 6-month period of time, right? Because like I said, COVID, there was a lockdown, and it was like, what are we going to do? But I needed to do something to create an opportunity for us to continue to grow. And so it says the coming of COVID and lockdown caused an immediate halt of all Soulful Chicago Book Fair activities for 2 years. Now the book fair has returned in a safe, interactive environment for book lovers to enjoy from anywhere in the world. Instead of the event's normal 4-block stretch, the virtual Soulful Chicago Book Fair has an entire campus to enjoy. So we had at that time the Author Expo Hall and a ton of other different places to go. And today we have a lounge and all of that. So we do have it where people can come and sponsor and be a part of keeping this alive. And so this is what we presented to different sponsors. Bitcoin is welcome. We do crypto. So there was definitely that. And we had sponsors in the metaverse as well. But basically, here's the deal. This metaverse, it's a place where it's just going to be crime-free, stress-free, germ-free, technology-based, right? And I do like that this, like I say here, this community developer said that he'd like to see a fusion of technology and humanity that is established in our different neighborhoods. And that's how I see this, right? And it says here, participant engagement is full with no hiding behind closed cameras and muted mics. This metaverse allows us to enjoy clean and ample spaces to conduct business without the limitations of time and space. Now, that means like sometimes we like, I can't get there. It's traffic. We don't have any of that. So we're going to do this metaverse style. I think that's the main thing that people, need to love about all of this, is that the metaverse is allowing us to do this stuff freely, and not have to worry about the things that we usually worry about, when we are meeting. And so I'm happy to provide that for our people. I'm just really happy. It's just that simple. So we are about to have a guest come on in a few, but I do want to give you, hold on, I'm going to show you a phone number here, because you might want to call in. If you want to call in today and say, hey, how do I get in the metaverse? Or give your feedback about the metaverse. Maybe you were in it. That's the number to call, 727-731-5192. And then we will work to get you in the mix. So, I see people coming on already, even though they're going to be on later. I see them piling up to come on. And what's up, Christine? Boop, boop, boop. We'll see you in a minute. But yes, you guys, the metaverse is a place where it's just designed for us to grow, and get the shackle. You mad because somebody won't give us space, or you mad because, you got to deal with racism because they didn't want you there. That you don't have to worry about that anymore, because in the metaverse, we can actually interact. I'm talking about y'all going to make y'all little avatars and y'all going to show yourselves, and we're going to talk, and we can actually build there. And because I build websites, I know a little bit about how to make it so that you can buy people's books in the metaverse. So it's not just about, for me, it's not just about being there, because you can just be there if you want, sit down and chill, watch some videos, go to the computer. But it's about making it so that 24 hours a day and all over the world, Black writers have a place to go to sell their books. They could bring friends in on a Saturday and say, meet me in the metaverse, and show them their offices and sit down. And it's just a myriad of things that could be done, right? But the main thing is for authors, Black authors, to have stage to do what they want to do. Because if you go to Barnes and Nobles, if it's not Black History Month, I don't know, you might not see no Black books. It might be hard to find. But for us to be able to do this, and for me to be able to, help create it, Hercules. I just wanted to make that happen. So I want to show you something just to show you the magnitude of how this is being revered and used. Oh, I want to show you something because I was so happy about this. Just so ecstatic that they saw importance in us. So check it out and see what's up. Hold on, let me wait. I gotta make sure it's the right thing. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Let's get it. Hold on. Make it big for you. Let's see.
Join us for the 2022 virtual Soulful Chicago Book Fair. Meet the authors of Black children's books.
And this book is most appropriate for elementary school age children.
History books, books about wealth, spirituality, fiction, and more.
Working on the 8th one now, and my kid, check it out. What do you think?
Come to shop, see concerts, and network for 6 months, and do it all in our fully animated environment.
This book is going to help you remember those questions. So once again, I thank you so much for stopping by my booth. Thank you so much.
Launch with us February 12th, 2022. Get your Macs and PCs ready to download the private link below, and we'll see you there.
You just got to go. You just got to go.
Who was that? Who was that talking? Who was that talking? Do you know? That was actually MC Light. Yep, we had MC Light do that for us. So I'm so happy because I mean, who gets that? Who does that? Like, who can have that, right? But yeah, we had MC Light do that narration for us, and big ups to my girl Lynn Richardson who really made that happen. But yeah, so we got recognition on that tier, right? And man, but that just wasn't the only thing. This is another similar thing, but look at them acknowledging us. Look at this.
And on the Book Beat, the Soulful Chicago Book Fair will be virtual for the next 6 months. People worldwide will have the opportunity to purchase books by Black authors, attend workshops, have poetry readings, watch concerts, and more, all from the safety and comfort of their homes. Get the link on soulfulchicagobookfair.com. And have a great weekend, everybody. Roz Varon, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
So I'm talking about on the news, MC Light, like people, by creating this metaverse, it really made people say, what? Wait, a Black woman? What? A Black woman getting Black, doing what in the metaverse? Making it so that writers can come and experience another level of selling their books. That's what we do. That's what I love. And so today we're going to get an idea of how did people experience the book fair, right? The digital book fair, because they sold their books. I know people in this metaverse that sold their books internationally, right? Because of being in the metaverse. And then we had not only the events, like how you come and do your poetry on the mic in the metaverse, right? But we're going to meet somebody today that actually had her college classes taught in the metaverse. Yes, she had her students download the world and then come into the metaverse for class. And she was able to use the screens for her PowerPoint presentations. And I had a room where we had different literary ancestors on the wall. We had Oscar Brown Jr., we had Francis Cress Welsing, but we didn't label any of them. And so the students had to come in and they had to go to that wall and identify who those literary ancestors were as part of an assignment. So teaching in the metaverse, you know how many homeschoolers we have out there, Black homeschoolers, to be able to get your students to come into the metaverse and learn. So all that's needed for you to come into the metaverse, because I've had people say all this week, how do I get in there? How do I get in the metaverse? And my thing is, it's easy to get in the metaverse. All you got to do is go to, and I'm going to put the website down here again, go to verbella.com. You see that? Verbella.com. And they're going to say, try it for free. And then you're just going to download it. It's going to take a few minutes to really download to your computer. But once it does, baby, Hercules. Then you can go, look, you're going to go into the, they got a closet there, right? Not being in a closet, not that, but the inner closet where you put on your clothes. So you go ahead and make yourself up. You put on your complexion and your hair. If you want locks, if you want a bald head, if you want a hat. One brother that was in the metaverse, Benjamin Hicks. What's up, Benjamin? Yo, this brother was so clean at all times. He was just to the T. He would have on like a burgundy jacket with the burgundy pants and a burgundy Kango. And I'll be like, yo, you the best dressed Black man in the metaverse now. And so I just love that. And so, yeah, when you go to the metaverse, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put on your clothes, and then it's going to open you up into the world, the welcome world, right? And then you'll be able to see. Right now it's set for winter, since we're in the winter on the East Coast here in the Midwest. And when you go in there, man, you're able to walk anywhere. Now, that's the thing. It's a very humbling experience, because when you go in the metaverse, you better learn how to walk. You got to learn how to walk. So to walk is very simple when you get there. It's only the arrows on your keyboard. So you're going to press up to go forward, down to go backwards, and the side to side arrows to go left and right. So that's really it. But it takes a little getting used to, because you ain't used to walking in the metaverse. That's simple. But it's a lot of fun. And like I said, it made it so that you could do most anything. Now, our next guest, I love too much because this brother, and I'm waiting for him to come in the studio. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make sure he could get in that studio. We want to make sure. Oh, look, if you watching this, just go in your messenger and scroll up. You're gonna see the link, and you click on that, and you're gonna come into the studio. But anyway, this particular author, love him, love him, love him. I'm gonna put him up right now while he figuring out how to get here. I'm gonna show you what he looked like, metaverse style. Look at this. Oh shucks. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look at that. Look at that brother. My man, Ernest Abdullah. He's sitting there. Look, he said, I'm going to wear me a yellow suit. I'm going to have on me a bow tie. And he is the author of The Game of Life, right? And so, yeah, we love this energy. We love the brother coming on in and being a part of what we do because I think the most important thing that was said by Ernest was that he loves, because let me tell you, Ernest came into the metaverse and he ain't always looked the same. Some days he looked like Billy D. Williams. Some days he had locks. And oftentimes he was dancing and doing flips and all kinds of stuff. And so one day Ernest said, I love the metaverse because in the metaverse, I can do things that I can't do in real life. Yeah, I can't do no somersault in real life either at all, right? So yeah, that was really strong to me. And what I loved was that, Ernest did not have a computer to get in the metaverse at first. Ernest he said he's been 50 for 30 years. That's what he said. So do the math. And he basically said that he wasn't going to get involved. He was just giving me money to support. And I was like, oh no, my brother, you gonna get in the metaverse. And that brother went and got him a computer right from Best Buy. And the next thing you know, he was in the metaverse. He was meeting other authors. He was connecting with brothers in other countries. And so that was great. And so I'm going to put the phone number on here. If you can't get on via video, Ernest, go ahead and call that number on the screen. 727-731-5192. And just call on in and they'll let me know. And we can talk about your experience just from the phone. There's always a way to do it. Always a way to, more than one way to skin a cat. But yep, that's important to me, guys. It's important to me that no matter what your age is, no matter what your background, whatever, that I provide opportunities to still do what we do. Now I'm gonna tell you another moment that was so strong for me. There was a guy who was in a wheelchair, and his thing was, in real life, he would have some challenges going around our world. But baby, in the metaverse, you ain't got to worry about you can't walk. You can walk in the metaverse, baby. And this the power of him being able to come in, go places, walk to this room, walk to the beach, go on a boat. That stuff was just unparalleled to me. So very, very happy about being able to provide an opportunity for us to go ahead and still have book fun and do book sales, but in a way that the rest of the world not even fully up on the metaverse yet. Black people, I'm tired of us being last, okay? Let's stop being last for everything and really step up to experiencing something that can change the way we do things, right? When you go into our metaverse, and again, if you're going to go into our metaverse today, I know some sisters the other day, we were in a meeting and I was talking about that metaverse. They was downloading the metaverse while we were on the meeting, and that was video. So Verbella.com, when you go there, you can go ahead, download it right now on your computer. It's not going to work on Chromebooks. it's not going to work on your phone because we're talking about a world. So it's not going to go on your phone either. Okay. And if I'm correct, I don't think it goes on iPad. You need a laptop or you need a desktop to make this happen. So make sure you do that if you're going to, come to the table and become a part of the metaverse. You could do it any time of day. That's why the time zones don't matter, because you can come in, like my man Taquana Maru. He used to bring his students into the metaverse, but they're 14 hours ahead of us. And so when they would be in there, we'd be late. But the fact that he had the opportunity to go in the metaverse at any time, that was strong to him. And so I'm just happy, like I said, to have it and to create some history for our people and for us to do things without the type of surveillance that usually occurs in the regular world in some different types of ways. And so, yep, if you're going to call in, I'm going to give you that number again. Go ahead and call in. And that number is 727-731-5192 and call in. Now, I see me somebody who we are going to interview. But I'm going to show you her first before she comes on. I'm bringing her on early because I feel like it. That's what we're going to do. But let me just show you who she is real quick so you can have an idea of her excellence. Hold on, and here she is.
Hey everyone, my name is Sandra L. Washington. I am the author of The Personal Health Planner and Journal, which is a nonfiction journal type planner where you can keep your notes regarding the health of yourself and your loved ones. Please come check me out at the Soulful Chicago Book Fair. And while you're there, buy my book.
Hey,
thank you.
Come on out, August 5th. She said, while you're there, buy my book. So I'm gonna bring this sister on because hold on, but they playing the videos. Hold on now. No, don't play those yet. Hold on. Hold on, she coming later. But what I want to do is bring my girl on because she was a big time supporter of the metaverse. Always there. And her husband was always there. I love it because her husband was like, Asada, I just come to the metaverse after work. He work nights, got in, let's say midnight. And he said he would just go in the metaverse, take a walk around. He said sometimes he went for a boat ride. He said sometimes he went to dance. And he'd be in the metaverse when he get home from work because it was such a relaxing place. It's like you can be in these different environments, but you're in your bed. That's the beauty of it. You could be in the comfort of your home. And so quick story, one day I went to the metaverse at like 1 a.m, but you can see the names of the people that are there in the metaverse. So I saw he was there. And so you can press the person's name. And then when you click the arrow, you could push go to, and it'll take you, it'll have you walk right to the person. So I saw he was in the metaverse at 1 a.m. I said, let me click his name and go to him. Man, when I pushed that go to, he was right next to me. Ooh, he was in the cut in a chair, chilling on the side. I was like, oh, damn, what you doing there? So anyway, her and her husband, LC, were so supportive. I'm going to bring into the studio right now my girl, Sandra Washington. I think you're on mute, baby. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
What's up, Mama? I'm wonderful. Good. Thank you for being here this morning. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I couldn't hear you before, but I can hear you now. Good morning. How are you? I heard you talking about my husband. Gotta love him. Gotta love him.
Gotta love him, but because he was in that metaverse, we'll be in meetings or book discussions, and you see his head. He really mastered it. So most people just know how to kind of chill and be still, but he knew how to move his head around. So sometimes you'll be talking and he'll be like this, looking at you. And I was like, oh, he got it down packed. So Sandra, I just want to say thank you. I really love you for the support you gave to the metaverse. You're in our commercial telling people come buy my book, come be, visit me in my booth in the metaverse. But I really want to know, what were your first thoughts about being in the metaverse, and what that meant to you?
I found the metaverse I'm actually a person that gets up late at night and I scroll looking for different research projects, different things that are happening in that healthcare field that my community and our community needs to know about, because there's so much that we don't know. So I happened to come across the Soulful Chicago Book Fair, and I had to talk my husband, and because when I first told him about the idea, he was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Like, it's another one of your, things you want me to do. And so he really didn't understand it the way I did. But this was my thing, right? I'm in a field where there's not a lot of opportunity to get out and talk to people about the importance of protecting what they own, right, and being a leader in what they own. And so being able to actually come into the metaverse and, being able to sign up and come into the metaverse and being able to grow, within and outside of the metaverse, I couldn't pass that opportunity down.
I know that's right. Now y'all see her, right? Look at her standing there with her book. Look, what on the wall. And the metaverse just provided so many different opportunities. If they had their books on the wall, you could touch their book and it would take them to their website, or that's something that's what it's for. We're not here for show, right? So I wanted to make sure that people had that type of opportunity. So let me what are some of the gains that you made being in the metaverse?
Well, one of the gains that I made is we were able to actually connect with our grant writer who came into the metaverse one day as a guest, and talked about what she was looking for. And at the time, I was in the process of designing my nonprofit that we now have. So coming into the metaverse, meeting her, and then of course meeting all of the other authors that were there, connecting with them both in the metaverse and outside the metaverse. I tell people all the time, and I tell them this all the time, we joined at the hip now, y'all. So, I mean, we can't. I mean, one can't do without. We can do without each other, but we count on each other for so much more than what we originally came into the metaverse for, right? The metaverse was a place for us to showcase our books, our journals, whatever written literature we had. We weren't on track, or we didn't have in mind that we would build these lifelong connections. And so in building those lifelong connections, that helps so much, because sometimes when you just hit a wall and you're like, okay, where do I go with this wall? And so being able to connect with them offline actually has helped tremendously in being able to approach the wall and pushing that wall down and say, yeah, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. So, in addition to, showcasing our books, you, of course, Asada, were excellent as far as making us understand that we, in addition to, like, hey, guys, I gave you the space to sell your book, but now you're the business person, get out there and sell. And so a lot of people didn't understand that concept of, well, they thought you were supposed to do everything. Right? But in doing everything, that takes away from us, because you're not us. So, I mean, you can give some information, but you can't give all the information. And you can't give the right information with the right tone, intonation that is supposed to happen. You just can't do it. So, you encouraging us to actually become business people. Hey, guys, this book is a business. Now, you don't want it to sell, just sit on it. If you want it to sell, here's the tools that you use to sell. And so week after week after week, you would have us come together. We would talk, we would share stories, we would do so many things together till we truly did learn. Or I can't speak for everybody, but I truly did learn a lot about what it takes to be a successful business person and what I need to do. And so with that as a seed, a planted seed, I was actually able to grow my business into my business and my nonprofit into what it is becoming today.
Woo-wee, who knew? I
Right.
ain't know. I ain't know. It's
Right.
I kind of sometimes I liken myself and this type of endeavor to Noah, because Noah tried to tell them, get on the boat. And they wouldn't listen. They didn't want to get on the boat. They just, and my thing is, creator told me to get this metaverse handled, get it so that people could do it, enjoy it, like you said. And I provide the space, right? And then, but it's a space for us to do things with. Me, I'm also an author, but it's very strong to go to people and tell them, oh, my book is in the metaverse. What happened? What? Oh no, my book is selling in the metaverse, because they don't even know what you're talking about. And so I have opened up my own personal money circles, bigger money circles, because they're telling me what they do. But as a Black woman to say, oh, I got a metaverse. You wanna come see my book in the metaverse? For that? What? Yes. And so to entertain them, to bring them into it, it just puts you on a different tier, because you could offer what most people can't. You right now, your book is selling in the metaverse. You could go and take people in it. There, y'all, when y'all go to verbella.com, and I'm going to put it up again so y'all can see it, go download it so you can be in it, right? Yo, Sandra got an office. Honey, look, her office sitting right there, and you could buy her book. She could bring like 6 people in there, chilling, have a talk about her not-for-profit. If she has to have a meeting, she could tell them, yeah, let's meet in the metaverse. One might be in Florida, one might be in Africa, one might be, but as long as they have the metaverse, they could go and meet with her. She can show videos in it. I mean, it's a wonderful world. And like I said, I didn't bring it here today because it's a world. I didn't want it to be glitchy for you, but you need to experience it yourself. Go to verbella.com and then you will feel the difference. Now, I want to have a little party. I think I could have a party right now. I let a little party because somebody else is in the studio. And this sister, I know, we all went out together in real life, y'all. It was so much fun. We actually met here in Chicago because this other author was in Chicago. Now, my girl Sandra is here in Chicago as well. But this is a Southern girl, and she was here. Now I'm about to bring her on because, man, she fun. Like she was rocking the metaverse as well. My girl Carolyn Coleman. Girl, you better get in front of that camera because I'm about to bring you on. Look, it's early, but I want to have a party. When I see her again, I'm gonna bring her on together. But when you talk about, Sandra, your friendships or relationships that you created in the metaverse, like you said, you didn't even know that was going to happen. But how was that different from other book events you've been to?
Well, the other book events that we went to, there wasn't any networking, right? You were there just to sell your books, right? There wasn't any opportunity for you to meet or for you to greet, right? It just wasn't there. And so that made the difference. The other thing that made the difference was that there was no learning about the technology of tomorrow. You learned about the technology of standing at a book sale, at a book fair, selling your books, or speaking to people in reference to your books. That's what you learned. You didn't learn about how to use the technology of tomorrow. There wasn't any of that. There wasn't any technology for you to learn. You didn't learn about the importance of not only having access to a cell phone and having access to a tablet, but actually having access to a computer. Because while they are, they're technology tools, each of them has a place and is going to continue to have a place in a person's life, especially if they're doing any kind of business. So those are things that you don't learn at a book fair. At a regular book fair, at the end of the day, you go home. Do you keep in touch with some people? Sure. But is there a way for you to continuously keep in touch? Is there a way for that continuous learning to occur? That's not an opportunity that you have, at a live book fair versus being in the metaverse where you could show up at any time, any day, any place. And just before we go off of that subject, what I do want to mention to you is that my loving husband gets on, since you opened up the Verbella, he is on there every day. He is learning the new Verbella system, just like he did the original system. So just to have his support and him supporting me and being able to say, "Hey, babe, I know you wouldn't do this, but I learned this." It's great, and that's something that you really don't have the opportunity to do at in person
book fair. Thank you. I appreciate it, because I'm gonna tell you, I was so impressed at you all. When you walked in their booth, you walk in their space, a video would come on or a PowerPoint would come on as soon as you walk in their booth. And that means you all stepped it up you stepped up your game in terms of how you presented as an author. So you had an opportunity, people to come sell, but if you were there, they could talk to you. But even if you weren't there, they were able to walk in your booth and watch your video about your book. And so that's just strong. And those are some of the experiences that you all are going to have coming into the metaverse. So as we transition, I'm going to transition, but I'm going to bring my girl, Carolyn, in while you're here, because I know that relationship is there. Let me see. What's up, booby?
How you all doing this morning? Thank you for having me, Asada. Good morning, Sandra.
Now, did you all know each other before the metaverse?
No, we did not, which is so amazing. I tell you, God has a way of doing things, and we can't discount that. Wouldn't have never met her. I never would have met her. I never would have met her.
Look, as I say often, when God shows up, he shows out. And this relationship that me and Carolyn have has definitely showed us that he's in our corner. So I'm going to let you talk, Miss Carolyn, but know that she's the world's best, one of the world's best board members, because she graciously accepted to be sitting on the Chom's MediHealth Foundation board. So as I said, Asada, you planted a seed, and that plant just continues to grow.
Whoa, they doing all that? I don't even know. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for being here, Sandra. You stay right there, Carolyn, because I'm getting ready to get all in your world in a minute. And let's continue to grow. Get them people in your metaverse. You got your own office there. Do that thing.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Peace. All right.
Have a good day, Sandra.
You too.
Cool. So what? Hey, Carolyn, darling. How are you?
Good morning again. I am well. How are you?
I'm just loving life a lot. It's nothing you could really say other than that. I love doing this show. I love creating this opportunity for our people. And y'all, she was decked out in the metaverse. I would see if I can get her picture. Let me see if I can get her picture, because she was doing her thing in the metaverse, and I said, "Oh, where's she at?" I'm gonna pull it back up because I know where to get it. But I'm gonna pull it back up.
If anybody can find it, you can find it, okay?
But tell them a little bit about your ideas of being in the metaverse. How'd you hear about it, and what was your intention in coming in?
Okay, now initially from the beginning, the word metaverse never came up. It was the virtual Soulful Chicago Book Fair. And I was like, well, I'm in Alabama. If we're going to do it virtually, let's see how this is going to work. I just felt like I would send my books to Chicago or, virtually so people could peruse them. But when I spoke to you, and I like talking to people before I get really vested into something. I like to hear basically their spirit, their tone. And one thing about you, there's no double talking when it comes to you. You are to the, it's not that you're to the point, but let's just use the word honest. You're open and you're honest. You're willing to teach, you're willing to learn. And your explanation of the virtual book fair was just that. It was a great, hey, Carolyn, it was a great explanation. And I was like, why not? Let's do it. Because if you had to mention metaverse and avatars to me, I probably would have said, no, I'm not ready for all of that. Mm-hmm. So in saying yes to the Soulful Chicago virtual book fair is how I got introduced into the metaverse. The metaverse is truly a whole new world, no pun intended. But we have the boat rides, we have the book displays. When you walk onto the carpet in someone's room, You can view their book or their books. You can purchase from that aspect. We did get to meet additional authors, and from those authors, we have bonded. We 9 times out of 10 we are Facebook friends, and we were a welcoming group from what I can see, and what just my experience. It was no really everybody was on the same playing field, because I feel as though we all started on from the ground up. So the conferences that you had us to put on, and the seminars, basically doing a Q&A or an explanation about the books, I thought was great. It was more intimate, and it was more opening. We just weren't at our booth saying, hey, this is my book, here I am, I'm the author. You give a brief synopsis, but we went into the conference room and we did the PowerPoint presentations, or people who did their poetry, that opened those individuals up so that you could get more insight into them and their work and what they were doing.
Look, I think I'm gonna hire these sisters. They look. They scared. They give me the good old promo. They give me the good promo. No, and it's interesting to hear you, because when I was bringing it out, I knew not to call it the Metaverse Book Fair, because I knew, as a Scientologist, we're very big on words, and so I knew if I said Metaverse, y'all was gonna check out. Boo, not doing that, because it sound like I had somebody recently say something about, they called it the devil's playground. I was like, boy, get out of here. He just scared to go in there. Yeah, be quiet. But my thing is, by calling it the virtual Soulful Chicago Book Fair, I knew y'all could have that. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? I knew that wasn't gonna be intimidating to people. And it was, even in the video, it says the virtual Soulful Chicago Book Fair, but I needed that. I got that commercial so they know this ain't no Zoom, baby. Now. This is the real deal. This is the real McCoy. So, man, you being there was so important, because she, in her booth, she had a PowerPoint, because you have how many books? Tell them a little bit about your book.
Well, at that time, I think I had 4, and I was working on a 5th one. But my book is a series of fiction, romantic comedy, if you will, or just light romance, a little bit of comedy. Try to make it really real for people. So, and it started out to be one book, and now we have the Gentry series is what we have. So it's how she just moves through from hurt, to healing, and then, kicking it with her friends. So that basically encompasses all 4 books, for the space of time. And it was just great to be able to explain her to people from other walks of life, other states, other cities. It was kind of, it's more up close and personal, and to get to know other authors, not necessarily jockeying for position, if you will, but we introduced ourselves. And you can tell even in the Metaverse that some people weren't as receiving. I just want my book sold. Well, we all do. I mean, that's nothing new. I mean, that is the purpose. But with the Metaverse, just as though Sandra and I bonded, I think we bonded because of medical. Medicine is our background, and I just loved her book. And I told her one day, this is what I encourage patients to do. I have been encouraging people to write their information down. That way they'll have it. And here you are with a book so that they can truly get that done. I said, so that's just wonderful. So you compliment people on their works, because a lot of work had to go into her book. And even people who wrote their children's books, I like the illustration on the children's books that were displayed. We did purchase each other's work. Not everybody's work got purchased, but we did purchase each other's work if we found it interesting, because guess what? Everyone has a story to tell. And so, it needs to be told and I'm going to Portia Union. I purchased her book, and, and I just love the way I saw Portia grow from coming
Mhm.
in. To me, and I may be wrong and correct me, she seemed to be young and new and overcoming some obstacles she had in her life, but she did it. You know, she even taught us a class on TikTok.
She sure did. I
Remember?
need another one. We need another one.
I need another one too because I'm not comfortable with it yet. But Portia opened the door because I wanted to do it. She opened the door and we were in the conference room and she slowly talked us through TikTok. And I was like, that's why you need people like Portia. That's why you need people like
Mhm.
Portia. You know, and I'm not just shouting Portia out. You know, Christine, Kathleen, we met so many great people. You know, Ben, Mr. Roby, Taquan. I mean, he's from Japan and he is teaching us in the universe in the metaverse in Chicago. You know, so it had a far reach. It had a very large reach. But we need other people to come through and display your wares, display your talent. There are poetry people, there are finance people who have written on finance, the Bitcoins, you know, history buffs, people who love to write history. Come on, it is what it is. It's authors supporting authors.
That's right, baby. That's right. And here's the thing, and thank you, baby, for that. Because here's my thing. Like you said, where you live? Where you live? Alabama? Where you live
I
at?
was in Alabama.
She's in Alabama, you know. So what we doing? Like her coming, what does she have to come back and forth to Chicago? You know, that just costs money.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're in the metaverse like that, y'all, you talking about you ain't gotta go find no hotel room.
No.
You ain't gotta fly and pay no flight.
Mm-mm.
You ain't gotta, I could say in 1 minute on Facebook, meet me in the metaverse, and baby, them authors would go whoop.
Whoosh.
No matter where they were, they just start popping up. Boop, boop, boop. You see little bodies popping up. Boop, boop. And you be like, what's up? What's up? But that's a whole nother functioning of our people. Come on, Black people.
Mm-hmm.
We look, marching and all of that.
Yes.
That's a few decades ago. But
Mm-hmm.
let's be proactive without violence, without upset, without like we only come together at a funeral. Like, no, we got to come together in the metaverse, baby, and just sit, talk, relax, grow, make this something that our people, it's the new normal. It's the new normal. So that's my job, y'all. I do future. I did tomorrow yesterday. So that's what I'm going to do so that we can have this experience. So I want to thank you so much, Carolyn, for coming on, sharing what the metaverse was and its benefits. She is the author of Gentry's Journey. Y'all go look that up big time. And yeah, meet them in the metaverse so that we can continue to grow and be what we want to be, not what we used to be. So
Sure.
Thank you, baby, for coming on. I appreciate you.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for having me. I truly have enjoyed it this morning. That's a good start to a morning, baby.
Any
I can
good?
tell you that.
Any good? Any good? Any good? Any good? So yes, thank you, baby. Talk to you soon. See you in the metaverse.
All right, we'll do
All
it.
right.
Have a great
Peace.
day.
You too. All right, y'all. So we got more good authors coming to the table. So I talked about this brother earlier. This is, I call him Big E. Now, this is Big E. So this author, as I mentioned, he ain't even had no computer. But he said, oh, my brother, I'm about to go make that go right. This is my man, Ernest Abdullah. What's up, Biggie?
Another great day, I tell you.
So let's talk a little bit about what's your book. You got more than one book, so tell us a little bit about them.
Well, the one I got in the metaverse was the Game of Life and how to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, I sold a lot of books to the authors. And I was just excited about being in the metaverse. It's like being in the future. Yeah, it was like being in the future. You could be what you wanted. Black hair, red hair, gray hair, nappy hair, curly hair, straight, huh? You could be a teenager, middle age, or you could be my age. I'm 50 years old for 33 years. You know, you know. But you could be whatever you want. You could be a man or a woman. You could be black, white, red, yellow.
Yep.
Huh? And what really got me was the ability to travel. I got in the boat and went all the way around the island. The metaverse was on the island. And I got in the boat and just went all the way around the island, and it was just the towers that you can go all the way up to, walk up the steps and go all the way up to. Well, you didn't have to walk. It was more modern than that. You could teleport.
You could teleport.
Yeah.
Teleport.
Yeah. Yeah, if you were lazy, you didn't feel like walking, you just beam yourself. What is that? Star Trek, beam yourself up.
Beam me up, Scotty.
It was beautiful. And there's so many things to do. What was it, a soccer court? Dance.
We love the dancing.
My God, it was so many different dances you could do. And you just made an acrobat out of me. I'm flipping and
yes,
jumping.
You did. But this is the beauty, you guys. See, my thing is this. I think it's key what Big E just said. He was like, you could be anything you want to be. You could do anything you want to do. And this world we live in, these bodies, Naima Latif brought up a concept the other day. She said, even these bodies are avatars. We are avatars in this world.
Yeah, you're right.
But the metaverse allows you to be an avatar, but it doesn't have the same constraints.
No.
Nobody looking at you saying, hey, you this. They're not cursing you out. They not, the police ain't coming to get you. It's not dirt. If you have an event, you ain't got to clean up afterwards.
Right.
Like, it's just an environment, like almost a perfect world.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with experiencing a perfect world. I need Black people to be in a place where they don't have to be stressed, and that we can create without the confines of other people's opinions and limitations. I don't really find no limitations in the metaverse. You ain't got to worry about, look, you was like, if you was tired, you could teleport. That's the thing about the metaverse. You don't get tired. You could be in bed. You could be in bed being in the metaverse and just experiencing. You could be at a meeting table, like you said, like with anywhere you want to be. You know how they have commercials now showing people on Zoom and they doing an interview, but then they stand up and they got their drawers on because they didn't think nobody could see them. That's not gonna happen in the metaverse. You just dress. You gonna go and get dressed, and you gonna be walking around, and you could be in your drawers in your house though, but not in the metaverse. In the metaverse, you look Biggie. Ernest had on, like, some days, like I said, he looked like Billy D. Williams. Some days he looked like he have locks coming on down. Some days he got on one time we both had on all yellow. He had on his all yellow suit. I had on a yellow blazer, yellow skirt. I said, well, look at us in the metaverse, But yeah, it just gives you a freedom that you don't have in the real world. The real world can be a bit more stressing than that. So what was your initial feeling when, you were just supporting people? What was your initial feeling when I was like, oh no, you about to be in the metaverse? What was your initial feeling?
First of all, metaverse didn't mean anything to me. And I had trouble this morning talking about metaverse. I had trouble this morning getting into this little program here.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that I didn't follow instructions, is what it is. You told me to hit the
reading is fundamental, baby. Y'all writing, but y'all gotta read. That's all.
Yeah. No, but my experience for the whole thing was just elevating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try to get my family involved, and The only time I got them involved was the youngsters. They came over one time, and I was in a metaverse in a boat, and somebody else was out there in a boat, and my little nephews ran into crashed into the lady in the boat, and she out in the water floating, and they wanted to run over her in the water, and I had to look. I had to dismiss the participation,
Right. This is not a video game. This is not crash and burn. They won't go hit the lady. Fortunately, we don't get hurt in the metaverse. And you
No,
actually can walk through each other in the metaverse. I've walked through people several times. Oh, excuse me, girl. Just walking through them. But fortunately, you could do those things. And
Asada, you don't even get old in the universe. You stay the same age.
only way you gonna look any older in the metaverse is if you choose
There
the
you
gray
go.
hair, the gray locks, the
There
gray
you
beard, But like you said, you stay the same age in the metaverse. Shoot, I was like, I was telling them in the metaverse, I was like, y'all ain't got no stomachs. I need some stomach. I ain't this skinny in real life now. I need me
right.
some stomach up in there. So it's so funny. I think they do have different body types now that you could choose and
Okay.
make your shape different. Yeah, they've enhanced some things. Even when you go in the metaverse now to do those different functions like flipping and clapping, and it's a little button right on the right side. It lets you dance, flip, everything. So you don't have to like know what the functions are. You could just press it. And so they made that a little easier too. So yeah, if y'all want to come into the metaverse, our digital book fair, you want to go to verbella.com. See that right there? Verbella.com at the bottom of the screen, and just download it on your computer. For those of you that used to be in the metaverse with us, you had a link that was to our world specifically. So in a new unit of time, you need to just download Verbella's general campus. Okay. And when you do that, you're actually going to see people from other parts of the world just walking around doing things because it's open to the entire globe. And so that's the benefit. And when you want to get to this, we do have our own space though in that metaverse. So when you go into it, all you gotta do is go in the upper corner. It's gonna say go to, and then you're gonna click on go to and go to downtown. As soon as you go downtown, you're gonna see the word Soulful Chicago Book Fair. Boop, 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 boop. They asked us to be in there permanently, so we are in there permanently. So yeah, get it. But yes, Big E, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for giving the feedback about what it is, and let's continue to grow in it and make it a thing. Your family will get there. My job is to get some bigger wigs in there so that they can promote our metaverse outside of it, because we didn't experience like goo gobs of people, but there's a group called Afrotech. And so there go some Black people, but see, they're a little younger, but they had like 15,000 visitors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we gonna work to connect with the folks that are in this world, and then go ahead and bring the rest of our people into.
All right.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
talk to you soon. Thanks for being here.
All
So
right,
that's my man. And Game of Life and How to Play It. Where can they get your book today?
Amazon.
Amazon? Okay, good. The Game of Life and How to Play It by Ernest Abdullah. Let me put this up so y'all can get his name right. Okay. And that way, because the Game of Life and How to Play It, I think you'll find that title with other people, or another person. But this is the one you want. Ernest Abdullah. The Game of Life and How to Play It. Thank you, babes. Thanks for being here. Peace. Enjoy your day.
All right.
I love it. I love it. So before we bring on the next person, y'all, I just want to give you sort of a sense of what the current book fair in the metaverse looks like. All right. Let me see if I could pull that up and make that a reality. While I'm in the back, I'll be learning things. I'll be like, wait a minute, can I learn how to do this? I'm gonna see if I could bring it up again, because who knows? Oh, I think I know how to do it. Hold up. Let me do that. And I'm gonna come back to it. In the meantime, I'm gonna play with it and I'm gonna bring it up. But I'm gonna do this in the meantime. Ooh, wee. This next person, Lord have mercy. You want to talk about somebody supporting the metaverse? That girl almost was always in the metaverse. Every event, I come in here, she already be there. What's up, girl? So the love and respect I have for her is beyond measure. This is my girl. I'm bringing her in the studio right now because this my girl. What's up, Christine?
Hello, Asada. How are you doing?
Christine. Christine. I just love this girl. Let me tell you, we used to spend so much time just on the phone in the morning, just planning, talking. That girl right there, she from Chicago. She gonna tell you about herself in a minute. But what? She ain't scared of selling that book. I don't care what you talking about. She be going to people like, you want my book? Hey, get it. That's my girl, Christine. Give them a little bit about yourself, girl, and just what your book is. Tell them what your book is, girl.
Hello, everyone. My book is Rhymes and Riddles with the 26 Letters. It's a children's book. I also have a teacher's guide to my book. This book, I talks about the fruits, colors, vegetables, and spices. Also have images of print and cursive letters. This book help kids, if they have a problem with. So a lot of kids don't like to learn if it's not fun. So I like to add a little rhymes and riddles to this book so they can have fun while they are learning and just enjoy themselves.
Look at her. You heard that commercial? There what? 30-second commercial. So yeah, that picture shows you Christine in the metaverse. That was her booth. And I was talking to her while she was by her booth. And when you went there, you could click on the book and buy the book and all of that. Now, Christine, how did you even find out about the metaverse? How did you find out about it? And what made you join?
Well, I saw it on Facebook because at the time I was a new author at the time, and my book was coming out a month after the metaverse. So I saw your picture and I saw your advertising, and it was something that I wanted to be and had to be a part of. So I saw that. I said, "Who is this lady with this zeal? She got it going on." So I looked up, went to Facebook. I looked up, went on your website, and I saw all your credentials and everything, that how motivated you was, how you was reaching out to everyone. So I had to be a part of this event. I had to be connected to you, especially if you was doing great things in my hometown. I had to be a part of this.
Girl, let me tell you, Christine called me. I think I remember us on the phone, and I think I was going to work. I was in the Wild West. I was on the north side or whatever. So she's finding out, and go ahead. That's right. Look how y'all see she did her research, right? She let me go see about this lady, see what she talking about. So we were on the phone, and she was getting it in. She was like, "I'm from Chicago. Now I used to live on so and so in Bigwood, and I used to live." She was giving me them addresses and laying it down, telling me where she was from in Chicago. So she was so enthusiastic about the reality that we were having this event in Chicago. It just made me feel fabulous. I was like, man, in life you have ideas, but when you have other people grasp onto your ideas and then help it grow, that is an invaluable feeling. It's an incredible feeling. But let me just show y'all a little bit of my girl. Let's see. Let's get a little show my baby right here what's going on. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, let's get it on. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing? I am Christine Ivory, a native of Chicago, Illinois, author of Rhymes and Riddles with the 26 Letters, a children's book. My book is about colors, fruits, vegetables, and spices with images of print and cursive letters. I also have a teacher's guide for the school system. Come on out and visit me and purchase my book at the Soulful Chicago Book Fair. You are going to love it. Thank you.
Come on out, August 5th. She said you are going to love it. Don't even play. Hold on, let me see. I got her stuff all the way up. She said you're going to love it. So yes, indeed. Before you even came to us, did you know anything about a metaverse, or have you ever experienced anything like this?
I never knew anything about the metaverse, haven't experienced anything like this. This was so wonderful that you had the metaverse and you had people all over connect and coming to the metaverse. It was a great idea and it was a blessing. And I was so excited. So I've written a poem about this, about the metaverse. I was
Read it.
so excited.
Read it. You got it?
I got it.
Ooh, go ahead. Read it. Go ahead, girl. Let me see.
A world wrapped up inside of a world. It is so fascinating. It is mind blowing. Creative people have entered it from all over the globe. It is something I have experienced and was not told. It has several rooms and places. Some are very educational and holds a lot of knowledge of things we need to know. The auditorium remind me of the Chicago public school days. Once I entered it, I was so amazed. The campus. As I walk around it, I hear a small, quiet, inviting sound. The welcome area, where the people come in, a beautiful place where the guests are escorted in. The book beach. It's a relaxing place where fun and music will make your day. The soccer field. I'm not an expert. I love it. I play it, but I am catching on still. The boat ride. Sailing across the blue water, thinking about the amazing lakes. You just slide. The workshop way. This is one of the rooms where the wonderful authors come and have a lot of positive things to say. Our foundation is composed of great people, much needed revelation. Black History Library is where books of famous people are carried. Literary ancestors, great investors. Poetry place, where authors come and express themselves. There's no competition you have to face. Let's Build Lounge, where you can have your meetings and events and enjoy each other and sit around. Author Expo Hall is where the author's booths are. Information directions are posted on the walls. Dance Hall. I enjoy interacting with the authors and their guests. We have a ball. Networking is on Fridays where we discuss things that we have achieved throughout the week and things that we are planning. I love this group of people. They are so wonderful, kind, and meek. All the events and activities took place in the metaverse. It was at the Sober Chicago Book Fair. I am grateful and honored to be a part of this awesome history. I am in there. I thank God for Asada Kirkland, the founder, a wonderful, beautiful, loving, caring, outgoing, reaching person. Thank you again, Asada. God bless you.
Oh Lord, wait. Oh Lord. The creativity. Who knew? I'm gonna have to find a way to put that on the wall in our metaverse or something, a video. Thank you, girl.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hercules. Man, I mean, see, Christine had the opportunity to really, like, she talked about our world. That's Soulful Chicago world. I mean, we had, like she said, workshop way. We did events in there, the boats, the dancing, see, my thing is, a book is good to sell, but what can I do to create an experience? But look, I'll put an S. Experience. I want us to have an experience. It's like a book party. It's like a book celebration. And that poem, that really gave, for anybody that knows the metaverse, you really described it well. I'm going to have you come in the metaverse and read that. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this right now. Oh yeah, baby, because you can actually recite that this Friday, because I have put back the Metaverse Mingle. It's gonna be the straight up Metaverse networking event like we used to have. So if y'all are looking at that, y'all can see that, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's going to be this Friday night, y'all, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you don't have to be an author to be there, okay? We going to rock and roll. So they go, we going to rock this thing. That might not be the word. Electric Avenue. And then you take it higher. But yeah, this is an opportunity for you to come into the metaverse, no matter who you are, And I'm going to allow for whoever's in a networking event to come and speak, unless it's 200 people. That's going to be too many people. But we're going to come in and you're going to be able to go ahead and do your thing, say your business. If you're an author, of course, you're going to be able to introduce your book and what it is. And we're just going to network. I had no idea that my girl Sandra said she got her grant writer in the metaverse. She started her 501c3 because she was in the metaverse. And I'm going to tell you, Christine, I don't even know if you realize, but I got to observe you. And after being in the metaverse, because you said your book had just come out, yo, this girl was on radio shows. She was going to all kind of people. Talk about some of the things that happened like after you were in the metaverse, because I feel like your confidence improved and you really like was going for it. So tell me a few things that may have happened.
I had conversations with schools and teachers just about me being in the metaverse, because the metaverse was an outlet for me to get my book out there. And so I got my book out there through the metaverse. And the metaverse was a good tool for me to do that. And I thank you for that, and thank God for giving you that idea to bring the metaphor forth in the radio interviews and everything. I wasn't doing any of that until the metaverse enhanced me to get out there and do that.
Because think about it, y'all, and you see I put you on the flyer, right?
Yeah, I see that.
Metaverse Mingle. The thing about it is that it's impressive to tell people, oh no, I sell my book in the metaverse, or I'm in the metaverse. Like, what? Like, they don't even know what it is, but they looking at you like you on another level. You in the metaverse doing things. And so that to me is extremely strong. You know what I mean? For just looking at you and looking at your evolution. And I'm so happy that the beginning of your career with your book had the metaverse as part of it. That's big. Like, that's totally big, and so other authors can't say that. They can't say that.
And it meet a lot of wonderful people, authors, and from everywhere, all over the world. It was just wonderful. It was just amazing.
Let me tell you one of my favorite moments of yours.
It was.
Look. There was a moment that you were in that you don't even know. I was observing, but I did this workshop getting this organization. It was an organization of young people, but it also had elders there and different age people there. So I was introducing the metaverse to them, but then I had some of our authors in the metaverse so that when they go in it, they could meet people, right? Girl, this brother, it was an elder brother. Boy, he got to talking to Christine. Christine was in that metaverse, and boy, I don't even know what they was talking about. It wasn't nothing like he was trying to mac, but he really found somebody to connect with. I mean, he took a while to get himself together. He had on a kufi. He had his beard, his gray beard, and he went in that metaverse like, but he was talking to Christine, you hear me? And just talking about, I guess, Chicago. And I was just like, look at him in the metaverse talking to Christine.
It was one of your events you had in Chicago. You had the people there in the metaverse. So
Yes. Yep. And you were there. And you were there to engage with him in conversation. And that just blew his mind. Now he talking to a sister in the metaverse, so y'all, I mean, it's endless, the type of power that we can create with this world. It's just something that we really want to just grow on. So I want to thank you for being here so much, Christy.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And I'm glad on the metaverse. Like I said, I stay in Indianola, Mississippi now, and it's good for me to, ain't got to go, like you said, get on the plane to go to Chicago, or get on Amtrak or drive. You can just get in the metaverse. And it was wonderful.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you so much, baby, for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We ain't gonna do nothing but grow some more. Love you so much.
Love you so much too. God bless you.
All right. Peace. Well, honey. Uh-oh. I got another author. She's in the mix, y'all. This sister here, she took the game of the metaverse to a whole nother level. Yo, how impressed was I that she did that? Because, and I'm not even gonna say, I said that, but I didn't say what it was yet. But let's just we're gonna take a little look-see at her before I bring her into the studio. That's what we gonna do. We gonna go take a look at her first. Let's watch.
Peace and love. I am Michelle Renee Israel. I write creative nonfiction for children and adults. My main focus is domestic violence because it could literally happen to anyone. Come to the Soulful Chicago Book Fair and get my book.
Come on out August 5th, 2023. That is a Saturday. To see the wonder, buy books, and be a part of the growth of the South Side of Chicago. See you there. Ow, ow, ow. What? I gotta bring her in the studio. Hey, Michelle.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Didn't you like seeing yourself going,
I did. That was really nice.
Wasn't it great?
Yeah.
You know, let me say something to y'all. If it's one thing I do as a SADA, I'm not trying to do no namby-pamby nothing when it comes to Black writers. We gonna do this. If we gonna do it right.
All
now.
right.
So the fact that we gonna have the commercials of the authors, who has that? Who does that? Like it's so important. It's like, you know, people get a lot of support, like other arts, dance and painting or whatever, but people don't really be out there representing for the writers. They just don't. That's no shade, that's your choice, but I'm a represent for the writers though.
All right, I
No,
love
you gonna have a commercial talking about this is my book. She said, look, she might have did a shoulder like this. This is my book. What? I love it. And so we're not even going to talk. You, to me, are a big success story from our metaverse. A big, big, big success story.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
I mean, seriously, because she was trying to figure out how to get the most out of it. But before we even go there, what made you come and want to be a part of the metaverse?
Well, because I like your spirit. I like the energy that you put into what you do, and I really like that you really promote the writers. You know, it's a passion of yours. It's not a side gig. You know, even though it might be a side gig, you treat it like it's important, and you treat all the authors like we are all important.
Nice girl. Wait, where my tissues? Y'all know I be having tissues next to me. Wait, look.
And then too,
girl,
the internet's not gonna go anywhere. It's only gonna get bigger and better.
Yes.
So the best way for us to be a part of it and take full advantage of it is to embrace it.
Yes.
And by the way, I love the metaverse.
Oh, look, now y'all see her room, right? Y'all see her room. She was doing a book discussion. Look at her books on the wall. Boom, bam. That was actually a PowerPoint presentation that she was doing about her book, The Enemy Within. And you see on the right-hand side, she had another book on the wall. Any of those books on the wall like that, you could click them and you could buy them. That's how that went. And so, look, I ain't trying to brag. But come on.
Brag.
Like you gotta see that I'm an author, and the reason I do what I do is because who's out there taking care of us? Nobody. We out there trying to be New York Times bestsellers and all that crap. That's not, if you did it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's more than just selling your book. It's if people can experience your book, now it's the game. Now it's like it's the reason you wrote your book.
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer.
Game changer.
And so my thing is, sometimes we so belabored with the world that's so heavy on us. Slavery. Be quiet. It was 400 years ago. Be quiet. God probably like, come on. So I need us, even when we make movies, we keep making movies about the past. We keep making movies where we're enslaved or under a certain law. Make a movie about the future. Create the future. In
Yeah.
Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard said the only way to predict the future is to make it. Ooh,
I
God.
love that. Okay, all right. I love it.
Ooh, make it. Make the
Yeah,
future. So
yeah.
doing the metaverse to me is part of making the future for our people. And it is only going to prosper if we make it prosper. Period. And
Period.
so I'm gonna set it up, but then y'all use it. That's how I feel about it. So I want you, let me tell you why Michelle is a success story for me. The child is a professor. She gonna bring her college classes into the metaverse
Oh yeah.
to learn. So
Oh
tell
yeah.
us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about you doing that.
Well, I work at Kennedy King College, and in many instances, the digital divide is real. And so I just want to make sure that I provide an environment where my students can get the best impact from every part of teaching education that I can offer them. And I invited my class. I actually had them several classes come into the metaverse. And by the way, they really enjoyed it. And I can hardly wait to bring my classes this semester.
Nice.
But I wanted to provide them with the best opportunities that I had available to offer them. And because the internet, like I said, is not going to go anywhere, it's only going to get bigger and better. And for the most part, many of us are afraid of what's going on in the internet. You know, when the idea of a metaverse first came into being, and I was seeing on social media where everybody was saying, well, it's the devil, and just all kinds of madness, right? So I wanted to be able to enlighten them, and being a part of the metaverse for a book fair and seeing so many black books, it was just it was an amazing experience for me, and it was an amazing experience for them. And I like to see their eyes open and their eyes light up when they have different types of experiences.
Strong. That's strong. That's this coming from a fellow teacher.
Yeah.
It's strong when you,
Yes.
as a teacher, are trying to enhance the students' learning experience.
Yes.
To all you teachers out there, stop being so boring.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody want to sit and look at you all day unless you're really looking good.
Yeah.
But nobody want to hear your crusty, handed down information in a new unit of time, because see, what we learned was yesterday. And don't get mad because these kids are on their devices and in
Yeah.
social media,
You
because
know
it's
what?
who they are. Go
You know
ahead.
what? It just it irritates me, and I wonder why um a lot of teachers complain about, oh, we don't have the state of the art equipment and technology and computer lab. But when the students come in the door, they have them put their phones in a box in the front of the room or sign them in to something. But we don't have a computer lab, but we all have a computer, right? And I can write a whole essay on my computer, whether it be in a Word document, in my notes, or in Google Doc. I have three search engines on my computer. I mean, come on. I have a set of dictionaries on my
On your
this
phone.
on this thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a calculator. I mean, I've got everything that a state of the art computer lab would have. So why would I have my students place their phones in a box in the front of the room when we can use this in the classroom? And I hear instructors say, well, the phone is a distraction and they are texting and they're doing this and on social media and all of
Because you're
that.
boring.
Well, give them something to post. We're
Yep.
learning so and so in class today. Have them posted.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
found that when I put in my syllabus that the use of the cell phones is necessary and is welcome in the classroom for academic and educational purposes, and then I enforce that in the class by having them use their cell phones throughout the day. Then what I find is they are on social media doing nothing less often. And when another student is on their device doing nothing on social media or playing a video game or whatever, the other students will say, oh, we're supposed to only use that for academic and educational purposes. So it's the expectation.
Yes.
When I expect we need to expect more from our students. When our expectations are high, they rise.
They rise,
If
baby.
our expectations are low, they have nowhere to rise. They have nowhere to go. Make it high. Make it high, because even adult students want to please their instructor.
Yep.
Make those expectations high and watch them rise.
Ooh, girl, let me get these chills off me. Ooh, let me get these chills. Hold up.
So let them use their cell phones.
Girl.
Teach them how to use it for academic purposes. They don't know what that means. Teach them what that means.
Sure. Look, if I had a teacher that said, put your books away, we going in the metaverse.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord. That's exciting.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
Very exciting.
Put your books away. We going in the metaverse to learn today. And then you take them. It's kind of like for us when we used to be in school and they roll out that big TV on that cart. And you be like, yay.
Yes.
We watch TV.
It was an exciting day, right?
Right. You feel so good. Like,
Yeah.
But now you could, to be able to take your students in the metaverse, first of all, they already kind of know it. When I did this workshop with these young people, them young people was in this metaverse going crazy. They was walking around, going to the boat ride, like without my instruction. They have similar things. They have Sims.
Yeah.
They have Minecraft, like things that take them into a world. But see, our world is really designed for adults to utilize the space to grow and to do things. We're not gaming. We're actually just eliminating the restrictions of time and space.
Yes.
You ain't got to be in the room with me. You ain't got to say I'm stuck in traffic.
That's right.
You ain't got to say it was standing room only. It wasn't no more room. No, we could pack out look, in the metaverse, if we got 200 people and there's people waiting to get in and they can't get in, I could make the auditorium 500 people.
All right.
What is you talking
make
about?
Adjustments.
Come on now. When you see, to be godlike, you got to create. That's why we call him the creator.
That's right. I agree
So
with it.
what the metaverse allowed me to create, baby, create for my people. No restrictions, no racism, no police brutality, just production. I had one author say in one of her book discussions, she does science fiction. Her name is Mark Allison. My girl said, Mark Allison, she gonna say, we here to create the next 400 years.
All right.
Boop, 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 boop. Like that's the environment I'm talking about, where we're planning the next 400 years, not rehashing the past. The past,
and let's make it a whole lot better.
That's all.
Let's make it a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And yes, I agree that you need to know your history. You need to know the past, but only for the sake of not having it repeat itself.
Talk it.
You
So
know?
that's why we doing this. That's why that for me, the book fair, I'm a contribute to the planet. That God put me here to contribute to the planet.
Yeah.
But I better do a good job at it. And so, but I can only do a good job at it if you all are here helping me make it what it is, right?
Yes.
And so, this right here, you really helped me shape the game. You really, we gonna do this. You want to do those? You want to do more classes in the metaverse? Of course.
I'm ready. I am ready.
We're gonna go in there later, and I'm gonna show you the room where we can have the experience and I could shape the room. I could take the room and put one big table for a conference, or I could shape it. I could put desks for each of your students. I can make it tables for group. Don't play with me.
All right.
We look, and I don't have to say, is maintenance here? Can they help me move this table? No, booby. We don't need maintenance there. It's
Yeah.
hard. We don't
Do it
have 50 people
ourselves.
do it, So we're going to create what we want. And I want to say thank you so much for being here today. Just because we're going to make this grow, and people needed to hear what you're saying about infusing this into education for our students.
Let's
adults.
not limit our students.
Yes.
Let's limit them. You know, as an educator, it is my goal to make my students better than I am. That should be the goal of every educator. So, you know, make those expectations high. Provide them with something new. And the metaverse is something new. Let's take advantage of it. I'm ready.
That's right. Because here's the deal, adults. You don't be rusty.
No.
Don't be boring and rusty.
That's right.
It's not about the young people learning what we used to do. People be like, they don't even write cursive anymore. They don't even, how they going to do their signature? They ain't think about your signature. They take their thumbprint and go, boop.
Yeah, that's also, or their eye.
Or their eye. You can't forge that, baby. You can't forge that thumbprint.
Face image.
That's right. You need to see the validity in them being technical students, technical young people, and you got to step up your game. Coming into the metaverse, stop being afraid. I need everybody watching this to not be afraid. It's nothing. It's nothing to be afraid about. Let me show y'all a little something. Let me just show you something real quick. What we doing? Let me show you this. Let me see something. Look at it. This is the metaverse right now that you're gonna come in. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it is replete with and I'm gonna just take your banner down for a minute, baby, so they can see everything.
Okay.
The place is I'm pressing everything, y'all. This metaverse is replete with computers. You see those computers? You see what's on the computer? My website. Go to the Soulful Chicago Book Fair. Go to the Soulful Book Fair Foundation. If you look in the distance, this is just a picture, so I can't move it around. But the metaverse, you'll be able to move around. But in the distance, you see the offices. You see my girl Sandra that was just here. Her book is over there. You can go in her office, right? Then what else we got? Let me see. We got some more. Holla. I said, let me just show them a little bit. Now, again, if you all want to be in the metaverse, all you got to do is download Verbella. I'll put that up in a minute. But here's another scene right here. Y'all can sit on the couch, chill out,
I love it.
talk, go in these different offices. You see those? Do you see those tables and chairs in those offices? Those authors can take people in there, talk, cut deals, do all of that, you see. And so it's just a space where what we got to do in real life, rent space.
Wow.
You got to rent space. Hope it's available. You know, what's the capacity?
Yeah.
No, this is an environment where you're going to be in a literary environment where you got a book club. Bring your book club in there.
Mm-hmm.
Have your book club meeting in the metaverse. Matter of fact, I think I need to create that.
It's a good
book
idea.
clubs in the metaverse. Ooh,
good idea.
So that's the vibe. But
writers workshops. I'm doing writing workshops at the South Island Branch Library. I want to do writing workshops in the metaverse.
That's right. That's right. Doing it in the metaverse.
Metaverse.
Look, you guys can come, and I'm gonna put this up again so you can see it. This Friday, the Metaverse Mingle. This is a networking event where you can come and you can speak about your book. You can talk about your business, promote whatever you want. But we're gonna do this every Friday, and just you ain't got to worry about where's the bathrooms. You could be in the metaverse while you in the bathroom. Now we want to do that. But the Metaverse Mingle, definitely want you all to come out on Friday night. That's going to be 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Y'all know I'm going to put Central because I'm in Central, Chicago. Yeah. Right at the bottom of that, if you read that, it tells you how to get to us. You download Verbella on your computer and you go head on and you look for us. You go to downtown and you'll see us. But I'll do more than my share of how you do it on social media. So reach out to me on social media. If you're not clear, just look for Asada or go to Soulful Chicago. But man, oh man, my thing is, let's not limit ourselves. Let's make this thing roll. And so if you want to call in before we leave, because it's almost that time, I'm going to put the phone number at the bottom. It's 727-731-5192. I want to thank my girl Naima for doing the background for me and looking at those things. But I want to read some of the things in the comments too. It's saying, Zelda said, beautiful poem, sister. That's to you, my girl, Christine. Christine got a good old poem about the metaverse.
Right.
Yes, so they're saying that. And then Naima said, I love your quote, Asada. I'm doing the future. I did the past. Look, I said this to quote, Ma. I did tomorrow yesterday. That's what I said. Wow. I did tomorrow yesterday. That's the pace that we got to move at. So go ahead, Suzanne. She said, I love this. Oh, I love your energy and amazing outlook. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right on. Thank you, Booby. So yes, guys, if you want to call in and give any of those wonderful comments or any feedback, ask any questions, please give us a call at that number 727-731-5192. And Naima will let me know that you are in the queue to speak. But Michelle, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I look forward to organizing more with you now and beyond, baby. Metaverse style.
I'm ready.
And look, them young people gonna know. Take her class. She take you into the metaverse. Yeah, baby. That's a whole new thing. Woo, woo, woo. We're gonna have to train on that. So thank you, baby. And let's talk later about getting you in there and whatever PowerPoints you need to get in there. Okay. Let's get this set up.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Right. Thank you for being here.
Make your day fantastic. Look, everybody.
Is it not already?
Yeah.
Is it not already? Thank you. Peace.
All right. Bye.
All right. And just as a little sneakity peekity, as soon as I'm done with this show today, which is in another 9 minutes or so, I am supposed to walk some folks into the metaverse. And so if you think you want to be with us and kind of see what's going on, I'm not going to take a long time, probably take like 30 minutes with them there, but you can come into the metaverse and we can meet in the welcome area. That number is 727-731-5192. Let me know that you're coming, because then I'll know to look for you. I'll see you in that queue, and you can send me messages via social media as well. Messenger and Facebook is good, because then I'm going to see you exactly. Say, I want to go in the metaverse. I want to go in the metaverse. I need Black people in the metaverse, the new normal. The new normal. I don't want to hear about your complaints about nothing. Not when we got a metaverse we could be a part of, where we could really interact, meet, and all of those things. I think it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have to reserve spaces for people. But let me say this about the metaverse when you get there. Because if you go there with people, it's a couple of things. When you see a blue light on the ground, whether it's around some chairs or there's a blue light in a threshold of a doorway, that blue light means when you're inside of it, you're only going to hear what's inside of it. Okay? When you step out of the blue light, you will hear all the other voices that are there with you. Now, if you, me, and somebody else want to watch a video, as soon as you walk up to a screen in the metaverse that has a video on it, the video is going to start playing automatically. But if I come in 30 seconds before you, it's going to start at the beginning for you. It's not on my time. So when I start watching it, if you come around like a minute later, it's going to start for you. You won't be, you don't have to say, what did I miss? Did I miss them? No, it's going to start new for you. But what we experienced yesterday, it was a bunch of us, or the other day, we were watching a video, but because all of our microphones were on watching this video, you could hear the video come on different times. So my advice is if you are around people, with people watching a video or something like that, just put your mic on mute. You'll still hear the video, but the people with you won't be hearing the video, through your microphone. So Naima, let me know if we have anybody calling. You guys see that number 727-731-5192. You can give a call. I kind of want to know, I kind of want to hear people that want to be in the metaverse but have questions, or your view of the metaverse, what it is. Give a call before it's time to go, because we'll be gone in another 5 minutes or so. But if you want to, like I said, give a call, 727-731-5192. And if you want to just check out our world, definitely you could go to our website, soulfulchicagobookfair.com. I put that down there for you guys as well. Go to our website, kind of find out. If you're an author, you need to find out what we do, because I'm doing it for authors. It's just a passion, and it came from, I'm an author. What I do, who taking care of us, who's making those possibilities for us. And many people may do book events where you buy a vendor table, but they don't really create an interaction. Selling the book is a thing. So they got a market to get those people there to buy the book. But if the overall experience is like massive, and you can take from the experience and grow, like my girl Sandra, growing the 501c3 and connecting with other people, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create book experiences. I'm going to put that on social media. It's not just about selling books. It's about experiencing them. Ooh. Where my pen at? I'll write that down before I forget it. I got a caller. Come on in. Come on, bring it in. 872-731. I think you are open. Go ahead and speak to me. I'm sorry. Say your name again, my love. I didn't hear.
Rashida Ali.
Hey, Rashida. What's up, sis? I can hear you. What's up?
Hey. I'm interested in this. What is it? Metaverse?
The metaverse. Metaverse.
Hello?
It's a metaverse.
Oh, metaverse. It sounds interesting. It sounds very interesting.
Yes.
What is it?
So,
I mean, what we're talking about is very positive. But how does it work? It talks about the blue light and all of that. So I came in on it.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Well, let me explain. So a metaverse is a digital experience. It's a world, but you are in a digital world. I'm going to put a picture up of it real quick so you can see that. So you see that picture right there? You on the phone. I'm sorry, girl. Check it out. So I'm going to tell you what it is.
I never get on TV stuff.
Not a problem. So a metaverse is a situation where you are it's like the universe, but a universe that's in the computer. And you are literally walking around having experiences in the computer. You talking to other people. Y'all might be watching a video. Y'all might be dancing together, but it's all digital. So we have a world where you come in and you go and you buy Black books in this world. And so right now, a person can go to, on their computer, virbela.com, VIRBELA. And when they go to that website and download that world onto their computer, girl, next thing you know, they putting their clothes on. They putting on locks or headrests, or they putting on hats and glasses, and then they going into the world and experiencing it. So that's what the metaverse is, basically. Is that kind of clear?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I basically understand more to ask questions about it, but
take down my phone number.
Yes.
You want to take down my phone number?
Okay, that's what I did.
646.
Yes, ma'am. Hold on. Okay, hold on. 1 second.
The ending is getting ready to come on too. 646 359 6605.
Okay.
Any of y'all could call me. I ain't famous yet. 359-6605, and that's 646.
646-359-6605.
You got it, baby. You can call me, okay? And I'll be happy to help you.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you for being here. They get ready to end the show, girl, but I thank you for calling in.
We've come to the end of our show today, but you can hear every show in archive at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution. You can also hear today's show on the Female Solution Facebook page. Go to www.facebook.com/the-female-solution. Leave your comments about today's show. You can always reach me on my website at www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. Watch our TV shows, listen to our radio shows, order our books, and be sure to get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussion. And to our global family listening from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, Sheshe, India, Zanyaba, Japan, Arigato, Korea, Kamsahamnida, Russia, Spasiba, Germany, Danke, Poland, Dziękuję, France, Merci, Spain, Gracias, Italy, Grazie, Egypt, Shukran, Ghana, Medasi, Nigeria, Eshe, South Africa, Nyabonga, Senegal, Geret, Kenya, Asante, Israel, Toda, Pakistan, Shukriya, Afghanistan, Tashakur, Saudi Arabia, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you. And may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.
Peace. See you next Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.